Hi, I'm Burnisten. I'm a licensed designer for Sizzix, and I'm the person who designs all the pop-up dies. And I'm here to show you a fun, quick tutorial on one of my brand new dies called the floating frames. It's a big size die. Everything you need to cut it is all in this one die, and it comes out in one piece. So let me show you how easy this is. You make a sandwich with your cutting plates, putting your paper over the die, and you slide that through any of the Big Shot, Big Kick, Vagabond, the Pro, any of the dies or the machines that will hold a big size die will work with the floating frames. Now when that piece comes out, it is single piece construction. Everything has been cut and scored by the die. You just need to pop the little confetti out if it's still in there. And then I don't know how well it'll show up on the video, but the machine has made some score lines for you. So you're going to now fold it following the step-by-step picture instructions that come inside every die packaging, or you can just watch this video. You're going to fold it right up the middle. That's your first fold. While it's in its folded position, that makes it easy for you to find a couple folds that just need to be worked. And there's one here and one here. So keeping my frames whole, because I don't want to fold across those, I'm going to fold that whole section over. And then all I'm trying to do is find those two folds and work them. And then I'm going to bring it right back up to the center. Now I have a little fun decorative frame in the middle. That one you again want to pull it down and work those tiny little folds where it's connected, and then bring it right back up to the center again. With everything in the center, then, so a little of the tricky part here is getting everything back in the center again so that you can open it up. Once it's opened, you want your frames coming forward. So I stick my fingers back behind those frames to make sure they continue to go forward, and then I take my finger and I pop the outside fold at the top and the bottom to go the other way, and then I just press. And just like that, I've got the frames working. One last little piece of decorative fun. I'm going to reach right into the center, and that little section there, I like to call it the goggles, because I think they look like a pair of swimming goggles or a Superman's goggles. You're going to just reverse the fold on that little piece right in the middle. And then that one is going to pull forward. So now I'm just going to press everything, and there's my cute little floating frames. It has feet on the outside. There's a score line that the machine has made for you to find the feet. Those feet can either fold outward or those feet can fold inward, and it will work either way. In my card, I'm just going to fold them outward. That's what connects it inside a card. And let me show you how to do that really quickly. What size card? Any size card, A2 or larger, is going to hold the floating frames. You're just going to fold that in half, and then I want, when the floating frames is flat, so I'll flatten it, I want the center of the floating frames to go right across the fold of the card. So now I can use a tape runner, and I'll add some tape runner right up that foot, and then just making sure that my center is right in the center of the card, I'll press that down to the card. Now, I don't have to do anything over here yet, because I get this great opportunity now to just make sure we go the right direction. Fold the floating frames up flat. Now I'll add adhesive to my other foot, and I'll close the card. That way I know it's going to fold flat, and there we have it, the cute little floating frames, and that's ready for embellishing. Now, what am I going to use to embellish it? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to use some photos or a cute little message. Maybe I'm going to say true love with a picture of my spouse. Maybe I'm going to say, just so you know, you are great, just a little friendship card. Maybe I'm going to say, you're my friend, you're friends forever. There's no theme, it's completely generic. And one last little bit of fun to show you, you can also link them together. So here's one where I've used one floating frames on this side and one floating frames on this side, making a W with my cardstock. I could continue that with more and more W's and continue to link the floating frames together and get a really fun, long, interactive accordion album. Now, someone's going to ask, Karen, how did you get your photo to be that perfect shape but just a little bit smaller? Well, I've got you covered. You need the Celebrate Sizzlet set. The Celebrate Sizzlet set is in this same line, and it just makes some cool flat dies that you can use for embellishing, but it also includes that exact shape that I've used for the photo there, just a little bit smaller than the floating frame, so you can get that perfect look. It also has that heart, and it has a little three-dimensional balloon and the word celebrate. So I hope you enjoyed the floating frames tutorial, and check out all of the pop-up dies from Sizzix, because you can be making some really fun cards.